and I gravitated towards it. I'll talk more about that as we explore. But, I think the lack of holding at home made me look for the holding outside of the home, and that took me on this dangerous journey and into recovery. That's me.
Just want to say thank you for everyone that's turned up here today. Thank you to John and Robbie and all the others that's here. My name is Sid. I was christened Sydney after my grandfather. There's been a tradition of the first male being named after the first male that's been born. I was brought up in South London. I don't know, some of you might have heard of this community called Brixton. That's where I was born and bred and went to school, and also I learnt my craft. I went to the university there in Brixton called Somerleyton Road, and I had my parents living in the same house. They're still together today, but I had an invisible father. That's what I deem it as, invisible father. In my eyes, it's quite brutal when he was frustrated with me, especially me and my younger brother. The estate we grew up on was, some of you might remember this. Do you remember a guy called Sean Taylor? No? Okay, what's it called? I can't remember, it's Scotland Yard or something it's called. Police 5, that's it, well done. Sean Taylor, that's it, yeah. So we used to see him come around our estate quite a lot. So the older lot used to go and do security vans and all that. One of them happened to be my neighbour. Irish family, lovely. They used to look after me and my brother. They used to go on trips, but we didn't realise they was going to prison. But they used to send us to the shop and give us a few quid, 50 pences and all that. There's a lot of money then, just to go to the shop. So I was always curious about our Irish neighbours. And back then you had a lot of Irish, a lot of West Indians, living on the same estate, going after the same, going after the same plunder and the same loot. So you got mentored into that way of life. And so I easily gravitated to my brother. They loved him so much because he was a little nipper, as you called it back then. He was young, he was small, he had character. Yeah, we all had a love for football. And so that took me on a journey. At 17, I met a young lady. She invited me around her house to watch Top the Pops, because on a Thursday you used to wait till she was number one. And she invited me round, but she had other plans. I'm not blaming her, but we ended up having sex together. She got pregnant. She was 15, I was 17. The good story is we're still together today. We just celebrated 43 years together. And my daughter's 42 years. But they weren't a bed of roses. You know, she was coming from a Scottish family. I'm coming from a West Indian family. So we had mixed race kids, which weren't so much of a problem around our area, but with others it was. This is in the early 80s. And so we was both into crime. Her family was criminal minded. In fact, they was on Police 5. And so it was just that sort of like mad journey. Bringing you up to speed today, that's just a little bit, and hopefully I can talk about that, because we're very violent as we grew up. I weren't violent towards my wife as such, apart from the emotional and mental stuff. But around the local area, there's two football teams. One was Chelsea and the other was Millwall. Yeah, and we used to go and travel up north and south and everything and cause violence. We used to have friends from up Liverpool, we had friends from Tranmere. Birkenhead was the main one, because there's a lot of drugs involved and there's a lot of trading going on. So that's a bit of my journey. I hope we could talk a bit more. At the moment, I work with children under 16 in a children's home, and we've got another avenue which is semi-independent, 16 and upwards. And what's presenting regarding mental health and trauma is just astonishing. So I believe that we're in a good place, especially some of us more mature men. Yeah, might not have enough hair or might have a bit of grey hairs, but we still have a message. So I'm here just to share that message. That's what's brought me here today.